Chowchilla school bus kidnapping, 26 children held captive. July 15th, 1976. Chowchilla, California, a small, quiet town where nothing much ever happened until that fateful day. A school bus carrying 26 children from Dairyland Elementary School and their bus driver, Ed Ray, was making its usual trip home. The children were laughing, chatting, and looking forward to the end of the school day. But this was no ordinary day. The peaceful routine was about to be shattered. The bus was suddenly intercepted by a van blocking the road. The driver, Ed Ray, had no choice but to stop. Three armed men, wearing nylon stockings over their faces, stormed the bus. The children's laughter turned to screams as the men took control, changing their lives forever. The kidnappers forced Ed Ray and the children into two vans. With no windows and no way to escape, the captives were driven for nearly 12 hours, unaware of their destination. Their destination? A remote rock quarry in Livermore, California, over 100 miles away. At the quarry, the kidnappers forced the children, who were visibly terrified and confused, and their bus driver into a buried moving truck. The truck was hidden beneath layers of dirt, making it nearly impossible to detect from the outside. Inside, it was dark and suffocating, with barely any room to move. The air was thick and stale, and there was only a small amount of food and water, just enough to keep them alive for a short period. With the captives buried alive, the sense of dread and hopelessness grew with each passing hour. The kidnappers demanded a $5 million ransom from the state, believing their plan was foolproof. But little did they know, their plan was about to unravel, as authorities were already closing in, piecing together the clues that would lead to their capture. After 16 grueling hours trapped underground, Ed Ray and 14-year-old Michael Marshall decided they couldn't wait any longer for a rescue. They took matters into their own hands, driven by sheer determination and the will to survive. With incredible effort, they managed to move a heavy metal plate that was covering the entrance. This was no easy feat, but their resolve was unbreakable. They then began the arduous task of digging their way out, using their hands and whatever tools they could find. After what felt like an eternity, the group finally emerged from the buried truck, exhausted but triumphant. They waved frantically for help, catching the attention of nearby quarry workers. The workers quickly came to their aid, bringing the harrowing ordeal to a much-needed end. Days later, police arrested the three kidnappers, Fred Woods and brothers James and Richard Schoenfeld. They were all sentenced to life in prison. The courageous escape of Ed Ray and the children saved their lives and prevented the kidnappers from receiving their ransom. The Chowchilla kidnapping remains one of the largest mass abductions in US history. The bravery of Ed Ray and the children will never be forgotten, a reminder of resilience in the face of terror. In memory of Ed Ray, 1921 to 2012, a hero forever remembered.